question. Mentioning Floyd, and just this whole Shakur, William, Abdullah, Mason situation. Just what's your thoughts on Shakur saying Floyd fights Abdullah, maybe Shakur fights William, and would you be entertaining that Floyd winner faces Shakur, Zepeda?
Look, we have one of the best divisions right now that's pretty hot, and that's the lightweight division. And then you can obviously make an argument that the 140-pound division, there's a lot of divisions right now in boxing that are pretty hot, and 135 is one of them. We have Floyd Schofield, William Zepeda. Look, Shakur Stevenson, to me, is one of the best talents out there in the world. Yes, he had a little hiccup in his last performance, and in boxing, it's like they say, you're as good as your last fight, right? But Shakur, for some reason, a lot of fighters have been avoiding him. You know, they don't want to fight him. I mean, and for good reason. He's really good. But I swear, William Zepeda's like, man, I want to fight him. Don't hold me back, Oscar. I want to fight him.
This is an IBF WBA eliminator, though. So he's actually being positioned to fight the winner of Lomachenko, Kambosos, or
right,
Tank.
Exactly.
But despite that, you'd still want to make a Stevenson fight
Yeah,
next?
I would love to. I would love to make it next or whatever plays out. You know, I mean, there's a lot of shit that happens in boxing that is out of your hands, but we try and do our best. And whatever fight is hot as well, at the time, you have to adjust and change your plans. And so, yeah, whatever's best. I mean, he's in line for an IBF and WBA. But if Shakur Stevenson presents itself and we can make that happen, who knows? I mean, and then you have to time it correctly. Do we put it underneath a mega card, or do we put it on a standalone? So it's a lot goes to it. A lot of thinking goes behind it. So yeah, we'll see how this Saturday night plays out, and then we'll talk about it.
Last question about Ryan real fast. So I remember you said you spoke with him, and you just to make sure everything's all right.
With who?
With Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things happened during that presser, and it was a little bit different than we've ever imagined.
Sure.
And you called him out of concern.
I called him what?
Out of concern.
I just called him just to say hi.
Did you think anything was a little different?
No.
Because that really,
no.
The way that they were talking and the way they're trolling each other.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it was. It's called trolling, right?
Yeah, but some topics are off limit, like you'd say.
Well, that's him, not me.
All right, I was just curious. I just want to make sure. I know he spoke about mental health, and I just want to make sure he's all good in that department.
Yeah, look, I'm obviously not a doctor,
Yes.
and I don't know much about mental health. I grew up in an era where if something was off here, I would get in the ring and get it punched out of me or something. Different times, but yeah, you would have to ask him. I mean, all I know is that when I've talked to him, when I've seen him, he looks like a beast. I mean, it's don't underestimate him.
No, I don't.
It's gonna be interesting when he gets inside that ring against Devin Haney, and man, I can even picture it. Ryan getting a knockout. I really can. It's interesting, but look, I love Devin, and he's one of the best talents in the world. But look, we just want to see a great fight. That's it. And when Ryan fights, it's always exciting.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oscar,
Thanks, Oscar.
como
Thank you.
siempre.